guys, welcome to Fashion Flair, sponsored by Great Health Works. Now, today I am with Elisha Stuart. I'm your host, Chrissy D. Today we are talking about the trending action when it comes to beauty and body. Now, Elisha is going to talk about body contouring, lip fillers, lashes, brows, lemon bottle, the whole 9 yards. These are the things that the women are doing to make sure when they come to the events, they show up and they show out. So, Elisha, tell us. First things first, you're also known as the Bajan Barbie, so I gotta make sure I add that in because most people know you as Barbie.
Correct.
All right?
That's true.
So when it comes to you being in the business, what would you say is the most popular thing out of all of those things I just listed?
So for me, I would say lashes, lash extensions right now is the more popular. And as we're trending more into summer and crop over, I think like the volume lashes are right now very trending, especially among the younger demographic. I also have a corporate crowd, and I would say lashes are actually still very popular for them, but they're trending more toward the classic and the hybrid, which is a more corporate look. But obviously, you know, people like that transition where the lash extensions can be good for the office. And at night, you know, we're going to the parties, we're going to the events are popping up. So the hybrid lashes to me are more popular because you can do the transition from day to night.
And when it comes to lashes, we all know people like to get their lashes done because it makes it very easier when you're doing makeup. But you also, you're well-rounded when it comes to brows as well too, and that's another thing that people add on to make sure the look is complete. So
it's
tell me a bit about the brows.
Complete. So the brows are very popular. It really picked up, I would say, a few years ago. The good thing about the brows is that the brows are waterproof, right? So once you do the brows, after you, like the first 72 hours, the brows are actually waterproof. They last about 3 years. The good thing about the brows, I think the ladies like the convenience of not having to wake up to do anything to the face. You're fully made up. The brows are done. They're there. You can go to the events. You don't actually have to go and do a full face of makeup. Because you look like you're wearing makeup, but you actually aren't.
How long does it last?
The service or the actual brows? So the service, about 2 hours. You commit to 2 hours. So that's 2 hours out of your day for 3 years of literally not doing anything to your face, not putting on makeup, but having people saying, wait, you're wearing makeup? Chrissy, who did your brows? Girl, this is waterproof brows.
And how long does the actual brows last?
The brows last about, the ombre powder brows can give you about 3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years of waking up with your brows
Definitely, yup.
I'm going to have to book a service. I'm just saying I'm just going to have to book and get my brows done as well. Now tell me, there's this new thing, lip fillers, the body contouring and lemon bottle. So let me start with the lip fillers. I'm seeing that sort of trend in Barbados for sure. Tell me a little bit about that.
So lip fillers, the essence of lip filler is that you're putting filler in the lips to just increase the plumpness of the lips, to decrease wrinkles, to make the lips a lot more youthful, that plump. It's very popular overseas now. I would say the trend is now picking up here in the Caribbean and in Barbados. So the interest is increasing for it. It's a new service that I'm offering now. But I would say the trend is big overseas. You know, everyone is the Kim Kardashian and the Kylie Jenner. And how she put lip fillers in, her lips are bigger. So I would say the trend is picking up now. The girls are loving it. The lip filler, however, when you do the session, it usually gives you about 1 to 3 months. Once you come back for a touch-up, you literally can have your lips plumped and looking juicy for about a year. So you're good to go for that.
Being that you just mentioned, actually, in terms of the Kardashians, and they're getting those things done at a point in life where people were a little like, they hit it a bit. Do you find that people are way more open about getting these things done now?
I find now, yes. So before, to me, it was more of a hush-hush thing. Like, people don't want you to know that they've had stuff done. But I find because it's becoming so popular overseas and it's trending there, I find now locally Bajans, Caribbean ladies, we're more fussy with getting the makeup done, getting services done that actually make us look more put together. So when we're going out, we don't have to do that much. I mean, with summer coming up, crop over all the events, ladies are going to work, you're going to leave from work, you're rushing to events. You don't want to have to go to home and have to put on a full face of makeup, you know. So people are trending more to these services, and it helps with that.
And in terms of getting the lip fillers done, what is the preparation from the client's perspective? Like, what do they have to do before they get to you?
So for lip fillers, there are some disqualifications. However, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, you can't get the lip filler done, right? But other than that, and stuff like if you're someone who suffers with cold sores, so for you, for preparation, you will need to start a course of antivirals a few days before coming in for the lip fillers. You also need to increase your intake of water, because hydration is good for the lips.
Okay.
Yeah, it helps the filler to bond and actually set. So the more water you drink, the plumper and prettier your lips will be.
So you mentioned that if you're pregnant, that kind of stuff, you would not recommend that person to get it done. You know,
Correct.
It's a no.
That's a no.
Why exactly? What is in the lip fillers that is like, yeah, you shouldn't?
So that's just a precaution that we usually take with usually all beauty services. If you're pregnant, we wouldn't want, because remember, we don't know the contraindications of having services done for the fetus in utero. So we wouldn't want anything to affect the fetus. Even if it's not related and suppose something happened and you go to the doctor, we wouldn't want you to blame it on the service that you had done.
And then after you get those fillers, what needs to be done? Is there anything like how with the brows is like don't wet for 72 hours and that kind of stuff?
So with fillers, there's just a massage technique that you would do with the lips.
Yeah.
And you do that for 24 to 48 hours after. And apart from that, the only thing you need to do is apply lip gloss, take lots of selfies and tag me, drink lots of water to keep your lips looking a little plump and nice.
Now, another trending thing when it comes to the lips is lips neutralization. Tell me a bit about that.
So lip neutralization, or it's called lip tattooing. It's literally just tattooing the lips. So it's a lip brightening procedure where you go in. The pigment is custom made to your lip. So persons with dark lips, you know, it's a point of insecurity. Usually people with dark lips, it's associated with usually smokers. You probably smoke. But really and truly, it's just the melanin in our lips. Darker toned persons have darker lips over time, right? So the lip neutralization or lip brightening, as it's called, we go in and we actually tattoo the lips with a custom made pigment. And it actually, as it heals over time, the lips appear brighter. They're pinker, they're more neutral in color. It's a healthier looking lip. So that one is very popular because it kind of helps the ladies with the insecurities, with having the dark lips, smokers' lips.
Now I can imagine how pretty that will look with the lip fillers and lip neutralization. That would be beautiful. Now when it comes to both of them, is there any numbing done?
Yes, so of course I numb for both services. The neutralization one, the numbing for that will be a little longer because that one is actually done with a needle. So yes, the service takes about 3 hours for that because we go really slow. As you know, the lips are very tender. So I would usually numb for about 30 to 45 minutes for that one. The lip fillers, because that one is done with a non-invasive tool, it's done with the hyaluron pen. So that's not very painful without the numbing, but I would usually numb still so it's comfortable for the client.
I love that. And how long would you say the lip neutralization last, the results? How long would the results actually last?
The results actually depend on how dark your lips were to start. So the darker your lips are, the more sessions will be required. Usually darker lips, 2 to 3 sessions and you're good. If your lips are not that dark, I would say 1 to 2 sessions. After your second session, usually your results can last you about 2 to 3 years.
Nice. All right, guys, so much more after we come back from this commercial break.
The ultimate cricket showdown is coming to ESPN, and MCTV has got you covered. The ICC Cricket World Cup 2024 is here on ESPN and MCTV. Tune into MCTV channels 302 and 308 and don't miss a single six, wicket or heart-pounding moment as top teams vie for the 2024 T20 World Cup. From June 1st to 29th, it's cricket you can't afford to miss. Tune into ESPN on MCTV, and for live radio coverage, tune into 94.7. Catch every moment of the ICC Cricket World Cup T20 action.
Welcome back to Fashion Flair, sponsored by Great Healthworks. And right now, I'm here sitting with Elisha Stuart, and we are talking body contouring, another trend. But this one is when it comes to the body. You know the women like to look snatched. So tell me a little bit about it. What is body contouring?
So body contouring, like the name says, is literally contouring of the body. We're using medical devices, we're using wooden tools, and we're using it to contour and shape the body to the desire of the client.
Nice. Would you say it would be considered a painful process, or this is another numbing process as well too?
So body contouring is actually, it's literally pain-free. There's no pain involved. The radio frequency and the lipocavitation, that part, you usually can do a little numbing. Again, it depends on if the client is somebody who's very sensitive to pain. But it's virtually a very pain-free process. It's usually a lot of massaging using the wooden tools. And this is stuff that has been around for decades, because wooden tools, body sculpting, was actually around years and years and years ago. The Greeks used to do it. The Africans are actually very famous. I think that's where the whole thing came from. The Africans and sculpting the body and contouring. I don't know if you remember, the Africans used to do the girdles or the where they cinch and they pull you in. So they actually used to do that, and they used to contour the body with the wooden tools, and that would get that silhouette that the girls desire. So now we're just, I guess, revolutionizing it into the new 2024 trend, where the girls want the Coke bottle shape. So to get the Coke bottle shape, we cinch it, we contour it, and we get the shape that we need.
How many sessions would it take for you to get the ideal shape that you need, or is this like a one-time thing?
So it's not a one-time thing. It actually requires multiple sessions. Usually, typically, I would say about 6 sessions if we're doing the stomach area. So on the stomach area, usually multiple sessions required, usually about 6 typically. But again, it depends on the client and how much fat, how much contouring needs to be done. Yeah.
And you just mentioned on the stomach. So where else on the body can this contouring be done?
So contouring can actually be done on anywhere on the body that you have excess fat that needs to be shaped or contoured to your desire. Usually the arms, the thighs, the stomach, that stubborn back fat that we have, that we all know that we hate.
Listen,
the brow rolls,
that can throw off a dress.
the whole outfit, right? And whole outfit. So usually the brow rolls, the stomach, those are the more popular areas that us as females concentrate on. But I must add that the service is not only for females. Males can also have the service done.
I love that too. Gentlemen, I hope you're listening to this. I know some men probably watching this blame, man, you were talking about the women. No, this is for you too. This is for you too.
Definitely.
Because we know how you guys feel about your abs and thing. You know, you want the body looking right for Greg Kaduma. You know? So tell me, being that you just mentioned arms, it's good to hear that, because I think, especially for women specifically, we tend to be very sensitive about that fatty area on the arms. So it's good to know that I don't have to get up and do the workouts in the morning.
You still have to do your workouts because, it's not a weight loss solution. No, Chrissy, so it's not a weight loss solution technically. So you still have to put in the work. You still have to eat right. You still have to do the gym, or even if you're not a gym girl, some light exercising, which I mean you should be doing, because crop over is coming, and you should be gearing up yourself in terms of taking your walks.
Make sure the body looks right.
To make sure the body is right, you know?
Now tell me, what is the preparation process, again, from the client perspective, being that you're using this wood tool and you're rolling? So in terms of what do I have to eat? How do I have to...
I would say usually for that, most clients, I would tell them fasting at least 24 hours before you come in for the service helps. Because as you know, when you fast, the body goes into a process where it actually is trying to use the fat that is stored.
Ketosis process.
Correct. The ketosis process kicks in. So fasting 24 hours before you come is ideal. And like I mentioned earlier, drinking lots and lots of water.
So now my question to you is, how long does the actual procedure last? Like, is it a long time thing, or like come back every 3 months?
So like I said, multiple sessions. These sessions are actually spread apart. Usually you can come in for sessions every 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
For the body contouring. Once you have completed your sessions, the results are actually permanent.
Oh.
But when I say permanent, remember I mentioned earlier, you also got to maintain it. Yes? So gym and still eating healthy and all that would add to your results.
She making sure she ring that in.
Yes.
For me. Specifically me who out here, you know. All right, guys. I hope that you're enjoying this episode as much as me. We'll be back with more information after this commercial break.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Morning Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morningbarbados@cbc.tv, and together we will travel the world.
Welcome back to Fashion Flair, sponsored by Great Health Works. And right now, I am here with Elisha Stuart, and we are talking about lemon bottle, another trend that is picking up in Barbados. Tell me a little bit about it. What exactly is this lemon bottle thing I'm hearing about?
So lemon bottle is literally a miracle in a bottle, a very small vial of magic. So it's a fat dissolving solution, and it's actually injected into the areas of your body that has stubborn fat.
Ooh.
When it goes in, it attacks the fat, it literally breaks it down, and the body then flushes it out of the body in a natural process. Usually it comes out in your urine or your sweat. So it's the newest, latest trend overseas. Again, it's now picking up. I think I'm probably the first person in Barbados doing it in the non-invasive manner.
Yes.
So I'm actually doing it in a needle-free method. So there's literally no pain. There's no downtime. The perks of this is that you literally dissolve the fat. It's stubborn fat. The fat does not come back.
So would you say then this is more of a pain-free version of lipo?
It is. It's a pain-free, revolutionary version of liposuction. Liposuction has downtime associated with it. I would know I've had lipo in the past. It's very painful. The recovery time is very painful. You have to take time off from your job. The lemon bottle, there's no downtime. So you can actually come in, you can get the service done, and you can head straight back to work.
How quickly would you say do you see the results?
So results are usually seen in 24 hours, but this service, similar to the body contouring, requires multiple sessions for you to get the desired results that you would want. I would say multiple sessions, usually about 5 to 6 sessions, depending on the area of the body.
Is this another procedure that can be done anywhere on the body as well?
So not anywhere, but most places where you have stubborn fat. So for example, chin, tummy, arms, thighs, bra rolls, back fat, those stubborn areas where fat, usually you go to the gym, you're working out, you're eating right, you're drinking everything, and you're finding that this fat is just not going. I still have a little, loose fat here. It's perfect for those areas.
Now, being that you're somebody, you've done a lot of research, you do these procedures, have you ever tried doing any on yourself?
I actually have.
Which one?
I started the lemon bottle on my chin because I'm obsessed with the fact that I have a double chin. Most persons say, "Oh, Barbie, you don't have a double chin." I do. For me, I do. And for us as ladies, there's certain areas in our body where we will be a little insecure about. Everybody can't afford to go and get the surgery done, to get the lipo done. So the lemon bottle is a really good alternative to just get rid of the stubborn fat. It's a cheaper alternative. It's safer also. And again, the downtime, there's no downtime. There's no recovery time. There's no pain involved. Yeah.
Again, what about the preparation from the client perspective when they're coming to get the procedure done?
So for that one, for the lemon bottle, again, fasting is good. Any body contouring or any fat dissolving services, usually fasting helps prepare the body for the service. Drinking lots of water, because once you dissolve the fat, the body has to flush out that fat. So it comes out via your urine, via your sweat. So drinking lots of water helps. Also reducing your intake of fatty foods or foods that are high in cholesterol. And that week leading up before you come to get the service done, increasing your intake of water. Things like flying, I usually tell clients no flying. So I'm not sure if you're aware. Chrissy's like, wait, what are you talking about?
You see me leaning
no
it. I'm leaning.
Yes, it's actually, so I don't know if you know, but when you're sitting on a plane for hours on end, the body actually is sitting in that state. It's not moving. When you come off of the plane, I don't know if you've ever realized, the night or the next day, your feet are actually swollen. Your entire body is swollen to some extent.
Okay.
Have you ever realized that after you've flown, your shoes are tight?
I never realized that.
Yes, your body is actually swollen. So that's a big no-no before you get the sessions done.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the same lemon bottling, how to put this? Being that you said it lasts a very long time, would you still recommend the same process in terms of making sure you work out, make sure you maintain it, and that kind of stuff?
So I always recommend being, I promote a healthy lifestyle. So yes, these services are great to, you know, to just add on, to give you that extra oomph, but you still should maintain a healthy lifestyle. So eating correct, going to the gym. I know some persons don't have time to go to the gym, but even just a light jog, a light walk down your gap on evenings, eating, reducing the sugary foods, increasing your water intake. I still think you still have to do these stuff to maintain it. So yes, the fat does not come back, but you still have to maintain. Yeah.
So I love once again that you mentioned that it's a pain-free process. It's less invasive. So as you guys know, with lipo is a lot of needles, but this is no needles involved,
no needles,
which is really cool. The results last a very long time as well too. And as she mentioned, just make sure you work out to just maintain it, because with everything that you do, guys, maintenance is very important.
Correct.
Simple as that. All right, guys. So we'll be back with more after this commercial break.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Morning Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morningbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fashion Flair, sponsored by Great Healthworks. And today I'm here with Elisha Stuart. And now we just finishing up. If you guys missed it, we talk about brows, we talk about lashes, we talk about lip neutralization, lip fillers, body sculpting, lemon bottle. Is there anything else you want to add before we wrap up today?
Well, yes, Chrissy. I would say just to mention the brow tinting. So there is a service where you can tint the brows. You might say brow tinting, what's that? It's literally just a temporary solution for tinting the brows, shaping the brows, sculpting the brows. So it's actually going to give you that look as if you've had the ombre powder done. It's just a cheaper solution and a more temporary solution.
Nice.
So it's nice for persons who maybe you're not ready to commit to the permanent brows in terms of the shape, or maybe, you know, the funds are not there as yet, which is fine. You can come in, you can get the brow tinting done. It's at a cheaper price point, but it's great for persons if, suppose you had a quick work trip, you wanted to take a trip, and you're not somebody who's going to wake up on mornings and draw in your brows. Maybe you don't know how to draw in your brows. You can come and get the tint done. It lasts usually about 7 days, so up to a week. And where you have that a week, you're traveling, you're running around, you don't have to worry about doing your brows.
Now that we're back on brows, let me ask this as well too. What do you do to make sure that the brows that anybody gets, in terms of like the ombre brows and stuff, what do you do to make sure that is the exact shape for the person's face?
So actually there's this process called brow mapping, where we map the brows. Girl, it's a whole science to it. So it's a brow mapping, and we actually map the brows to the person's face. And I must mention, there is no two brows that look the same. So you can be a twin, and I will map your brows and I will map your twins' brows, and they will never look the same. So the symmetry is to your face, and it actually just comes out. I also obviously go based on what you already have. So, you know, some persons wouldn't have brow hair, some persons would. Some persons have lots of brow hair and they just need it tamed or sculpted. So I map, there's a brow mapping process that I do to make sure the brows are symmetrical, to make sure that they're arched correctly, and also to make sure that obviously they suit your face.
Love that, love that. And I asked that question because, as you mentioned, that when it comes to that type of brows being done, it is a longer commitment. So people might be a little scared and be like, wait, but if I don't like my brows, what if it's too thick? What if? So I just want to make sure if there's anything done to avoid that happening. So that's pretty cool. And also there's another style of brows I see people doing. The brows kind of look extremely sleek, like straight even.
Yes. Like
What
a
is
perm.
that? Yes, what is that?
It's brow lamination. And the lamination is actually a perm. So you know like how we perm our hair, literally we put chemical in it to straighten the strands. So brow lamination is literally just that. You're putting a chemical in the brows and it literally straightens the brow hair. It's good for unruly brows or thicker, coarser hair, where it actually, like you said, it makes the brows look sleek. So it gives it a very sleek look. They're easier to groom on mornings. You can also pair that with the brow tinting also to give that nice finished look. Yeah.
So two of those combined would probably give like the ombre kind of look.
Yes,
but
it definitely would.
Less permanent. All
That
right.
celebrity look, but for not the celebrity price. It is. It really is.
Once again, Elisha, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I've learned a lot. And to everybody who's at home watching this right now, remember, guys, these procedures are not just for females. You know,
They are
men
not.
can get some of these things done too. The lemon bottling, men can
Correct.
get the lemon
And I've
bottling
actually
done.
started the lemon bottle on a guy.
Oh,
so I'm
nice.
I'm very excited to post that and to post the results. So for males, good for males, good for females.
And these are things you can get done, especially when you want to look good in the fets for the crop over season. Also, when you want to look good on the road.
Yeah.
On the road, that's the main goal.
That's the
we
main
want to
goal.
look good on the road. Once again, Elisha, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And
Thank
can
you
feel
so
free to
much
let
as
everybody know
well.
where to find you on social media.
So social media, you can find me Bajan Barbie Spa. No spaces. I'm on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok and Facebook.
Once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And this is Fashion Flair.